Is it possible for gold to become worthless in the event that silver loses its value? What would happen? Whether you're new to precious metals or a long-term stacker, I'm sure you have thought about this quite a bit as well. Now, there is no way for gold and silver to crash to zero, and that's due to two words: intrinsic value. In this video, we are going to be talking about why gold and silver is the ultimate instrument to store wealth. Now, let's get started right away. The gold standard was dropped by Nixon in 1971. So you probably already know that gold and silver were used as money for thousands of years. And now, in other words, people didn't just use metals as currency because it was convenient. As a form of money, gold and silver are perfect. Now, this comes from a Greek philosopher and his understanding of what true money is. Firstly, they have to be durable, which means they cannot fade or corrode over the course of time. They have to be portable and hold a significant amount of value, which gold and silver do. Today, gold holds around 2,000 and silver is worth around 25, and they must be fungible. So a gold coin that comes from Great Britain has the same value as one that is minted in America. And finally, there must be intrinsic value to them, and that means by itself it has to be useful to the world and be rare. Therefore, the paper dollars in our wallets aren't exactly good money. There is nothing more to it than a promise to pay and a faith-based guarantee. Compared to gold and silver, is different. As a result, they can never really fall to zero because they have real intrinsic value. They are the perfect form of money, especially gold. This is the one who creates gold, the ultimate store of value and the ultimate form of money. It's only because of one property that very few metals have on a periodic table can claim. And that's one simple reason. Essentially, gold is the most reactive metal in the wall, which means it will never tarnish, corrode, in addition to its malleability and ductility. Its other properties allow it to be beaten into a very thin wire thanks to its ductility. This means that gold can be transformed into any shape. Therefore, gold's primary purpose today is to preserve, whether it is a gold coin or a gold chain around your neck. Almost half of gold's demand is used for jewelry. If you examine gold's demand closely, the beauty of gold lies in the fact that everyone believes it is valuable, and this is why gold is in fact so valuable. Citizens around the globe understand that gold represents wealth. There is no need to check on an app or a stock chart to know that it is valuable. And this is one of the key reasons why gold will always hold its value. People will still want it in the future or today, and we all know that gold provides us with security. Gold shows its status and symbolizes the heavens, really, in many cultures. And just the interesting thing, if you rewind back to history, gold and silver have been used as a source of money for over 5,000 years. I mean, just take a look. It looks insanely beautiful, and I believe that this trust in gold is reflected in the way that central banks across the world are holding gold as part of their reserves. This is an extremely important point, isn't it? The central banks buy gold because they want an asset that retains its value. And it's not an accident that they choose gold. Now, consider it from a deeper perspective. Do governments try to protect their nations by buying assets that might go to zero and have the chance of becoming worthless? I don't think so, guys. So the powers to be know what real money is, and they know that there's no better store of value than wealth. Gold is wealth. As we examine silver's demand, we can see that over 60% of it is used in industrial demand. This is due to silver's heavy, incredible properties that no other metal has. In addition, it has the highest electrical conductivity and turmoil conductivity even better than copper and gold. Therefore, it can utilize almost every aspect of industry. Say to remove all silver from the wall, the car won't start. I don't think a plane could even fly. And you'll no longer be able to use your cell phone, and the green revolution might be a thing of the past, right? And the process of making solar panels will not be possible, and even Elon Musk's electrical vehicle dream will not come true. And at the moment, isn't it? According to my research, Tesla uses approximately 2 ounces of silver per car. So around 2 or 3 silver coins are actually being used throughout the vehicle. And in the year of 2022, Tesla produced around 1.3 million vehicles. Now that's a lot of silver. Lastly, you need to understand that precious metals are one of the most volatile markets today when investing in them. You could see them rise by 10% tomorrow and then suddenly crash by 20% next week. The key here is to ride out the storm with diamond hands with the metals. As a result, gold and silver have outlasted governments, nations, and businesses. Now, you will not outlive them. They will outlive me, and they will never be wiped out. It is for this reason that you can confidently stack them for future generations. It looks like we are nearing a decade where precious metals are slowly making a comeback. And in my opinion, gold and silver are great investments, whether you are stacking them to build your wealth or investing them to perhaps get rich. Even if they don't return money, they still have tremendous value and intrinsic worth. Now, feel free to share your thoughts with me. What are your thoughts on the possibility of gold and silver falling to zero? Do you think these metals will continue to protect your wealth for decades, even for a century? Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.